My girlfriend's parents cruelly tortured me, labeling me a fake human all because of my prosthetic leg. Have you ever faced a moment where you thought you'd seen it all, faced down the worst life could throw at you, only to be completely blindsided by something utterly, horrifically unexpected? I had. I'd stared death in the face, rebuilt my life after losing a leg in a war zone, but nothing prepared me for the night my girlfriend's parents decided to rip me to shreds, calling my prosthetic leg garbage and me 3/4 of a person. And what happened next? Even I couldn't believe it. I remember the day clearly. I adjusted my prosthetic, took a deep breath, and rang the doorbell at Grace's parents' house. I just wanted them to see me, really see me, not just my missing leg. I hoped they wouldn't write me off, wouldn't judge me. Robert, Grace's dad, opened the door, and his eyes, immediately, went straight to where my left leg should be. His face twisted into this look of open disgust. Then Janet, her mom, appeared behind him. She actually recoiled when she saw my cane, stepping back as if disability was contagious. Grace squeezed my hand, a silent comfort, but Robert was already blocking the doorway, a sneer on his face. He asked, dripping with sarcasm, if they needed to install a ramp. Like we're running a nursing home, he scoffed. Janet ushered us into the living room, but it was odd. All the comfortable chairs were gone, replaced by this deep, sinking couch I knew I'd struggle to get out of. Robert didn't miss a beat. We were hoping Grace learned her lesson after her last ex, he announced, his voice sharp. But apparently, she has a type. Broken things she thinks she can fix. Grace's face turned scarlet, but before she could even respond, Janet chimed in, asking about my work. When I mentioned my disability benefits and vocational training, Robert laughed. A harsh, grating sound. So, you're a welfare queen, he declared. Our daughter is dating someone who steals our tax dollars to sit at home. Janet, not to be outdone, added that her hairdresser's son lost both legs and still ran a business. So what's your excuse for being a parasite? Grace started to explain, to defend me, but I touched her arm. Let's just change the subject, I said, my voice barely a whisper. It's fine. I couldn't get into the story about the IED right then. Not with them. Dinner was a fresh hell. Janet served everyone except me, making a point to say she assumed I had someone who fed me at home. Robert then took it upon himself to cut my meat, without asking, then pushed my plate closer like I was a toddler in a high chair, narrating each action slowly and loudly. I reached for my water, just a normal gesture, and he grabbed my wrist. Careful, he hissed, that's crystal. Probably costs more than your monthly government check. Then he turned to Grace, his voice suddenly sickly sweet, asking if she really wanted to spend her life as a caregiver. He launched into a story about his friend's daughter, who married a man in a wheelchair, and how she'd become dead inside. Full story video added in below.